Women's Basketball Media Day. Joining us, head coach Jamie Cluesman. Coach, year two for you and your staff here with the UVA-Wise Cavaliers. How much of a benefit has that been to be further along with your team than you were a year ago in your year one?
I just think knowing them on a personal level, knowing what their strengths and weaknesses are a little bit better, opposed to just scouting them for a couple games, um, I think has really helped. But also, they changed their preseason. We're allowed 4 hours with the ball, and those 2 extra hours really go a long way. So that has been very beneficial to help us, get a little bit further along than we were at this point last year.
One senior on the team, but she's a pretty good one. Second team preseason All-SAC pick. Talk about Sunita, not only her on the court play, but the leadership she provides this club.
She's great. She's going to be really hard to replace. She's very vocal. She gives you 100% every single day, no matter what we're doing. She can be goofy at times, but she keeps the mood light, and I think that allows us to have fun in the process. But she just outworks. Is she the most skilled player? No, but she lets her work ethic overcome where she may be lacking in a few skills. But she's worked really hard over the summer. I don't think that she missed more than 5 days of working out. She's really tried to develop that mid-range jumper, and she's even stepped out and hit some threes consistently in practice this year. So, just like everyone else, we're expecting big things from her.
Preseason-wise, it's a similar story to last year. Last year, your team was picked last, ended up with a bye in the Mountain East. The poll came out today. Your team picked 11. Talk about that, and your team went through it last year and exceeded expectations.
Yeah, it's nothing new to us. We're ready for the challenge. I didn't expect to be picked any higher, honestly, being new members to the conference. But we'll be ready. It may take us first semester to really get things clicking and going in the right direction for us. But I think we'll surprise some people this year. And like I said, we're just excited for the challenge.
New league, you mentioned it, joining the South Atlantic Conference. Style of play-wise, how does this compare to the Mountain East, and will that pose you or your team any challenges adjusting to how they play?
Yes and no. A lot of schools in the SAC play more two true post players versus the Mountain East, where they typically would go 4 guards, 1 post. It's not necessarily going to change how we do things. It's just going to change our defensive side. I feel like we do a great job of scouting our opponents, so we'll have a good game plan going in to every game as far as what we're going to do defensively to overcome some mismatches that may be presented to us. But we're going to play our style. We put our offense in to benefit the players that we have. So just because they may play a little bit different style doesn't mean we're going to change who we are.
A lot of people around this program talking about the guard position. Obviously, Hannah's a 2-year starter that's back, and you brought in a couple of freshmen that are pretty talented.
Yeah, Hannah's been a great leader, been a lot more vocal this year. I really think that she's taken the 2 freshmen that you're talking about under her wing, and she's done a great job with that. Caitlin, like C said, she's a competitor. I think she won every sprint in the preseason. She ran our time mile, and I think she ran a 5:47, something like that, mile on the last day. So again, she's always looking to improve. Very, very competitive. So she's already being a floor general for us, leading the pack. Nia Van Zant coming in. She's played a little bit of point for us in practice, but she's more of an off guard. Very explosive, can score in all 3 areas. One of the most consistent freshman shooters I've seen in a very long time. So we're expecting big things from them this year.
Couple kids I think many in this program want to see take the next step. KJ and Ada as well. 2 juniors. Talk about their development and how they've looked thus far.
KJ's had some great practices recently. I think she's coming into her own. She's understanding what we expect from her. She can be a mismatch problem for a lot of teams in the new conference. So we're going to try to look to isolate her in the post when she has a smaller defender, look to bring her out on the perimeter when she has a slower post on her. So, we're expecting a lot of things from her, and I think she's stepping up to the challenge. Ada came around last season. She's going to have to step up and be a starter for us this year. So that's going to be a little bit different role for her, but I think she has put in the work. She's matured a lot. understands our plays a little bit better and what's expected of her. So I think she'll fill that role for us very well.
Now, you talked about Mia and Caitlin a little bit. Talk about the other newcomers on your team this year.
Yeah, Leah Kessner from Chilhowie. She had shoulder surgery, so she starting out was a little bit limited on what she could and couldn't do. But she's really bought in. She does anything and everything we ask her to do. But she understands her role. She doesn't try to do something she's not capable of doing. And sometimes a lot of freshmen go away from that because they're trying to impress you. So she understands her role. She can get to the rim. She has good post moves. We're working on the defensive side. The game's a little bit faster for her, but she's improving every day. Alyssa Padilla from Lebanon, again, role player. She's a very, very good defender, very good rebounder. And what I've noticed from her that I didn't necessarily notice while we were recruiting her is she is a great screener. She knows how to get her teammates open. So she's been very effective in our motion offense with helping, get the ball around the perimeter, inside out, with her flare screens, down screens, and things like that. So she understands her role as well. And we're expecting big things from them. 1 through 12, the expectation is high for all of them. So.
Now you guys got the season opener less than 2 weeks away. What are your thoughts heading into that?
Just excited. We don't want to wish time away because we still have a lot of areas that we need to improve on, but, we're ready to play some games. We've had a long preseason, and like I said, with the 2 extra hours, it seems like we should have been playing teams 2 weeks ago. So I think our kids are ready to play against other people other than themselves, so we're just excited.
Thank you, Coach.